Hello family and friends, it's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner, and this week I'm out at the Hancock Homestead because this weekend all three of my children and their partners and their children are all coming for a big family reunion here on the farm. We usually try to all get together in July. Well, before everybody gets here, I just have a few projects that I want to get buttoned up because I want the farm looking its best. Okay, so this table here, my son made this when he was in FFA, and it was a shooting table. So at one time it had an extension that came out where you would put your arm to rest it for your target practice. But John sawed that part off and we just turned it into a normal table here. And so this table is like, I don't know, let's see, what, 15 when he was maybe. So, you know, it's probably about 15 years old now. So yeah, so we keep it there. It works out really good as a potting table, a display table. Because it is in the shade for a while, I can sit here and play with Paulo, talk to Paulo. But to keep it even, there is actually plywood laying in front of this potting shed. And so I mean, one of these days we'll have to replace the plywood, but it's still in good shape. So to make it look more natural, we just put wood chips on top of the plywood. But the plywood helps to make the table a lot more sturdy, and it helps for weed control. So the piece of plywood is like probably about 4 feet wide. Like, well, actually I think I had John trim it. But anyway, it's about 4 feet wide and it's 8 feet long. And then we put straw there, you know, in the fall for decoration. And then in the summer I use that straw for the gardens. Well, now that the straw is gone, it needs to be cleaned up. So, I don't know if y'all can see the pile right there. But I swept that up, or I didn't sweep it, I raked it up. So I'm going to get my transfer shovel and get that out. And then we'll put down new wood chips. So let me get that done. All right, so this here is the front, and this is the side where we're working, and then back there behind it is the triangle garden, and then over there is the chicken house. So that kind of gives you kind of tells you where we're at. So all right, so let me go in and get my transfer shovel, and we'll get this cleaned up, and then we'll put down some new mulch there. We're just trying to make things look prettier for this family reunion. It's not going to look perfect, but my kids grew up on the farm, so they know that farm life, nothing is perfect, but you do your best to make it look pretty. Okay, so this is called a transfer shovel because I'm going to be transferring from one spot to another. Sort of like a heavy-duty dustpan. And my wagon's behind you guys, so that's where I'm disappearing to. And in case you're wondering, yes, that is a sidewalk there. Emma had a sidewalk put in from the house all the way to her potting shed out to her chicken house. Over the years, it's eventually been covered up with dirt and grass and stuff, but every once in a while you can still see portions of the sidewalk sticking out. And it is my goal one of these years to maybe have a new sidewalk put in, or at least have this one fixed. But as with everything else, you prioritize until you're able to get the finances to do the project that you want done. Here's a couple more things I found at Farm and Home on sale today. I found this metallic welcome sign. I think I'm going to hang it there. And then I found these, I have these red, white, and blue sunflowers. And even though the 4th of July is over with, it's still July, so I thought that we could still use them. So I got 2 of them, 1 for each side of the table. All right. Let me get this grass out here. I don't know if I can get that out or not, but I'll try. Yep, that wasn't too bad. Dirt there. The plywood only goes to the edge of the shed. So like I think this over here, I had just put down cardboard. Sort of get my edges back here. Yeah, see, some of this cardboard is starting to break down, so finding new cardboard in there. Take out some of this grass that's growing inward. All right, so see, this grass is just growing like right next to that plywood. The plywood's gotten enough dirt on top of it. So all right, let me go see if I can find some more cardboard to put down before you mulch this. So I'll be back. Okay, friends, I want to show you something really cool. Can you see? Okay, sweetie, you're gonna have to move. Yes, you are. Perfect. Yep. Don't worry, I'll clean the sidewalk off here in just a minute. I hate it when I find trash. I hate it whenever I find trash in these bags of mulch. It doesn't happen very often, but oh, it just makes me so mad. Oh yeah, I should have watered this down. I forgot. I always forget to wet down the cardboard. I always forget to wet down the cardboard until the mulch starts sliding around, and then I go, oh yeah. So let me go get the water hose so we can water this down. Oh yeah, there's a peony right there too. I thought I had 6. Yeah, I put one right down here at the end of this corner. And it's the same kind as those over there. Okay, family and friends, so my phone battery died and I'm not sure exactly where I was at, but I just want to clean up the sidewalk a little bit, and then I'm about done anyway. So let me show you the little bit of sidewalk here that I want to clean up. So like I've told you before, like I mentioned before, Emma had a sidewalk put in that went from the drive near the house to her potting shed here, all the way over to the chicken houses. It has since had, you know, dirt and grasses kind of overgrow it in certain areas, but it's very, very old. I mean, it's like, you know, she had this done before John was even born, and he's going to be 72. So the sidewalk, you know, with the cracks and everything, you know, grass is just naturally going to grow and it's going to get covered up. But anyway, the parts that you can still see, I do try to keep clean. So what I want to do here is I want to sweep this off. I'll be right back. I have a special tool that I kind of use. So I keep this is a tool I keep in the chicken house to scrape up chicken manure and stuff. That's why it's a little dirty. But I think it'll work good for getting these wood chips. I think this tool will work good for getting the wood chips off this sidewalk. There. See, I really should do this more often so that that grass doesn't grow over it. Yeah, the sidewalk really needs to be edged, but I just don't have time to do that today, so I'm just going to clean it off the best I can. So you can see where the sidewalk, you know, isn't level anymore. So dirt tends to settle more in certain areas. All right. Okay, so let me do a real short walk around here of the potting shed to kind of show you the end result, the overall look. I shouldn't say end result because I have more I want to do. I'd like to get some flowers planted in that pot there and, you know, add more mulch to certain areas. But for now, I'm going to call this it. So let me give you an overlook and then we'll call it done. Hey, Apollo, come over here with me. Yeah, I know. Okay, so we started over here in the triangle garden, putting down cardboard and black mulch. And you can't even tell it's black. It just looks like a darker brown. But anyway, I digress there a little bit. It looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. And like I said, I'll let that set over the winter, and by next spring, it'll be ready to plant. Okay, so let's start over here in the triangle garden. So the first thing I did was put down the cardboard and then to put in 15 bags of black mulch. Now I do need to add more mulch because there are low areas, and as this sets and settles, I will need to be adding, you know, more dirt, more mulch to certain areas. But this gives me a really good start on this garden area. And of course, I will be battling weeds forever. But by putting down the cardboard and the mulch, at least hopefully inside of this area should be weed free. And then John, he'll just be able to mow right along the edge here. Okay, and then after I got the triangle bed filled in with cardboard and mulch, then I moved on around to the front here, and I kind of made my edges a little bit clearer, and then I laid down cardboard where it was needed, and then mulch. Okay, and so that's what this area now looks like. And I did hang up the sign and kind of put the two flowers over there where I eventually want them to be. But I do have some other things I want to do to pretty up the area. But for now, I think it looks pretty good. What do you think, Paulo? Does it look pretty good? All right, and as you can tell, we are now into the evening, and it is time to call it a day. Looks better? Does it look better? Huh? Yes, it's a good start anyway, right? Okay. Okay, family and friends, well, I'm going to call this it for this video. If you liked this working video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about what's going on in my corner of the world, hit that subscribe button to Kim's Country Corner. All right, I will talk to you all later. Bye for now. Awesome day, awesome day. And I'm going to have a wonderful bed to plant in next spring. All right, thanks for being here with me.